What's up guys, this is GLAIRE I'm an international student here at Vancouver, Canada, and this video is about packing your things. First of all, I am sick. I don't know why I'm making this video, but actually I'm supposed to be at work today, but I called in sick for this day because I'm just not really feeling well. And as you can see, my voice doesn't really sound good. I told myself, like, you know what, I might as well just make videos and, you know, just make myself very useful for today. I decided to just put makeup, but I'm just really wearing my pajamas. Yeah, I'm really sick, but I figured I haven't really posted anything informative videos recently, so let's get into it. So you've got everything settled, you've bought your plane ticket, you've got your approval for your visa. So the next thing you want to do is start packing for your things. So coming here to Canada wasn't really my first time being away from my family. I know a little bit tips from packing, so I think I could help you with this thing. So let's start. First things first, let's talk about the luggages. So if you don't have any luggages, usually when you buy a luggage, it comes with like 3 different sizes. The first one is the biggest one, the large, and then inside that is the medium one, and then inside the medium luggage is like a small one. So usually what we do is that for the big luggage and then the medium luggage, those are the luggages that we usually check in. For the check-in luggages, so the maximum allowable kilograms is 23 kilograms each, so that's a total of 46 kilograms. For the remaining, like the small luggage, if you're going to use that one, it is usually considered as a hand carry baggage. Hand carry luggage. When I came here, what I brought with me was 1 big luggage, 1 medium luggage, and 1 hand carry-on baggage, and then 1 personal bag. So in total, I was carrying 4 luggages. It may seem a lot, but trust me, that is just the right thing. So let's start with organizing your big luggage. So the things that you want to put on your luggages are the things that are very heavy or like thick. So the first thing are clothes. Canada is a really cold country, so if I were you, bring a lot of sweaters, sweatshirts, hoodie, outerwear, you know, like the jackets, the coat and stuff like that. You don't have to bring like 5 each, but maybe 2 each is fine. You don't want to bring a lot of t-shirt because it is cold in here, and so like if you have 1 winter jacket, but if you don't have a winter jacket, don't worry, just buy when you get here because you can actually find a decent winter clothes for like $50. But if you already have one, then by all means please bring that one. So the second one is shoes. Shoes takes a lot of space in the luggage, so just bring 1 pair of each, like 1 pair of formal shoes because you might need it if there's going to be like presentation in your school, 1 casual shoes, 1 running shoes, 1 slippers. If you have like winter boots and stuff like that, then bring that one with you. But if you don't have one, as I said before, you can always buy something here. It doesn't matter really. Like, I've been here in Vancouver for the past 8 months and I don't own any winter boots yet, and I am surviving. But that's just because I live in Vancouver. It usually rains here, it doesn't really snow and stuff like that. But if you're gonna be staying at Toronto or Manitoba or Saskatchewan, you're probably gonna need that. The third one is your towel and your toiletries. For the towel, 1 is enough. If you usually use 2 towels, just make sure it's not very thick because it's gonna take a whole lot of space. For the toiletries, specifically for girls, if there's any like skin products that you don't think that you're gonna be able to find here in Canada or anywhere else, please make sure that you bring a lot of those supplies in your luggages, and also do bring a lot of different kinds of medicine, and then just pack it in 1 Ziploc. Usually what I do with all of my medicine in it, I do bring a lot of like for headaches, for fever, for cough, for runny nose and stuff like that, just because you never know when you're gonna be sick, right? Just look at me now, I'm really sick. I actually ran out of medicine. Yeah, I usually just take Bijesic, but I ran out of it, so I didn't have a choice, so I brought with me Tylenol and NyQuil. But yeah, back to topic. If you have any medication that needs prescription or that isn't like an over-the-counter drug, please make sure that you have the prescription, you have the receipt of all of that, just so in case someone asks you for the prescription, you have all the documents to show. So that's just it for the big luggage. Let's go for the second luggage, which is the medium luggage. Okay, so since you've already put almost everything, like almost every important things in your big luggages, then it is time to put all of the like miscellaneous things on your other luggages. So you should have seen my medium luggage and what it looks like when I first came here. It is all packed with food. Like, I'm always afraid to get hungry, so I always make sure that I have enough food and like wherever I go. The first thing that we have on the second luggage is food. You just want to make sure you bring all the basic stuff like crackers, bring noodles and cup noodles, your comfort food if you have like specific chips that you want. Don't bring everything shopping, because if you're worried about like not finding something here in Canada, always gonna be like an Indian restaurant here, Indian grocery store, Filipino store, or whatever it is, like country you came from. There's always going to be a specific grocery store for that, and so you're going to survive. Just bring something that will help you survive for the next couple of days while you are adjusting. For the second thing, you should bring your own utensils. I'm not saying you bring all of everything, like plates and stuff like that, but maybe one spoon and fork and a knife. The third thing is school supplies. I actually just did bring this one. This is kind of like my planner or like my journal. I didn't really bring like notebook for my class just because I wasn't really sure what was needed, and I was pretty sure that I could find school supplies here. The only thing that I would suggest if you want to bring school supplies is that bring ball pen and like your planner and like a one big notebook, just to make sure you have something to write on your first day. That's just pretty much about the school supplies. If you're worried about the cost of school supplies here, there's not much big difference. I do have like 4 subjects this term, and the one that I'm using is a big binder, so I don't have to use like 4 notebooks for 4 subjects. Parang isahan na. Ganun. Doesn't really cost that much. Fourth one is the other stuff that you might still want to put on your luggage, like for girls, like your curlers. Maybe you do have your own cosmetic bags that is this big, and you know, you could just put it all of the other stuff there. And I forgot to mention, here in Canada it's a cold country, right? So you might want to have like a pair of gloves, like a hat, and one scarf, just so you're ready. I mean, you don't have to bring a lot of them, but also for the other stuff, you might want to consider bringing, like, if you have like your own camera, make sure you have like extra pair of SD cards, SD card reader, adapters. Although there are places to buy here in Canada or like online, which is really accessible. I mean, if you have it at your own home, then why buy like a new one if you already have one, right? So yeah, those are just the things that you might want to consider bringing and putting in your luggages. So let's head over and talk about what to bring on your carry-on luggage. So at the end of your packing, you might want to check the weight of each of the luggages and make sure that each of them doesn't exceed above 23 kilograms. If you want to make sure, if you're flying with this certain airlines, just to make sure to research, look like the required weight for the luggages. You always want to make sure about all these things, because you are flying alone and you don't want to mess things up. Okay, so let's talk about the carry-on luggage. So it totally depends on what you want to bring. If you think 2 carry-on luggages is too much for you, then I'd suggest just bring like one big bag with everything that I'm going to be mentioning. Either way, it's going to be fine. So here it is. So the first thing is change of clothes. So most probably your flight is going to have like a layover flight, or maybe if not, it usually takes like more than 10 hours for you to travel to Canada. So I suggest bring a change of clothes which is comfortable with you, like a sweater because it's going to be cold on the airplane, extra jacket, your underwear. Like for the girls, I suggest just do disposable panty. Yeah, you can always buy that at Watson. But if you're not really comfortable with that, I don't really see the problem with bringing just, you know, the usual underwear. So the second one is book, just so if you want to read something during your travel. But in my case, I didn't really bring a book because you can always watch movies. Third one is earphones. I think this is like an essential for you to bring whenever you travel. You might want to listen to music while you're waiting, or whenever you are like on the plane, or just whenever you are. Like, earphones is everything. Okay, so the fourth one is ball pen. You always want to make sure you have a ball pen on your bag, like personal bag, because you're going to be answering immigration forms while on the plane or just whatever it is. Ball pen is an essential. Sixth one is the toiletries. I think there's a limit of like 100 ml. I don't know if it's like for the entire liquid bottles that you're gonna bring. The main point here is that don't bring too much, like really big liquid. I mean, kung may iwasan, just don't bring too much. Like, you would be needing toiletries to freshen up while traveling on your layover if you have one, basic stuff like that. And the next one is you want to make sure you have your laptop, and also bring your charger with you on your personal bag, on your carry-on luggages. Camera, if you have your own camera, please don't put it on your luggages, on your check-in luggages, because it might be crashed or it might be stolen or something like that. So don't risk like the important things that you have. Make sure to put everything, you know, like the important stuff in your carry-on luggages. Don't forget to bring your power bank, because the flight is going to be long, and even though some airlines do have chargers on the plane, but it might not be the case for everyone. So just make sure, because you might need to contact someone right after you landed. Canada. And the second to the last thing that's important to bring in your CARRYON luggage is your wallet. Do make sure that you have all the cards in your wallets, like credit cards, debit cards, government ID, like if you have driver's license, and whatever it is that might be useful for you. Last but not the least, your documents. In my case, I did bring like a folder which includes all of my documents, like my student permit, my passport, my just everything that might be asked for you. Always remember that it's better to bring everything that you think that will be useful for you, since you're going to be away from your family, and this isn't like an 8-hour drive from your hometown. We're talking about hours of flight away from your country, so you better make sure that you have everything secured, especially your documents. Don't leave anywhere without it. And I do have like 2 additional tips for you. One is, do make sure to put lock in your luggages. I know some of the luggages have like built-in locks and stuff like that, but just to make sure, if I were you, just put in like your own lock in place. It's always better to be more safe, you know, than be sorry afterwards. Another tip is, this tip is very helpful for me whenever I travel. So I always make sure that I put ribbon on my luggages. I put like a very colorful ribbon. In my case, I put like yellow and an orange ribbon, and then I tie them together just so it's easier for me to locate my luggage where there's like tons of identical luggages. But this ribbon will definitely help you locate your luggage in no time. That is like one way for you to figure out how to get your luggage very easy after you land in any airport. So yeah, that will be all for today. I hope that you learned a little bit something, and I will be playing a vlog that I recorded yesterday. It's like just me chit-chatting. Hope to see you guys on my next video. Bye! Hey guys, today's January 19 and I am currently sick, and I woke up at around 9 p.m. No, sorry, I woke up at around 9 a.m. and then I decided I really need to get out and buy some medicine and then some comfort food like soup and whatnot. I bought canned soup, NyQuil, Tylenol, noodles, and my comfort food sushi. And so right now I'm in front of my computer and I have my microwave soup, and then I also have my tea and then my sushi. It's Saturday today. I don't have any work. Earlier I was actually called by my workplace if I could cover a shift for one of my workmates because they called in sick, and I called them back saying that I'm sick as well, so I can't cover them. I actually have work tomorrow, but I might call in sick too because I don't want to work not feeling well because I have a oh my gosh, my brain's not working right now. I have a class the next morning, so for this term it's actually a little bit hard for me because I already have 4 subjects. It may sound easy for you, but 4 subjects is a lot to take in 3 months. That 4 subject includes like 3 accounting subjects and 1 statistics, so do go to school 4 days a week from Monday to Thursday, and then I have to work 2 days a week. The good thing is that I booked my Saturdays off just so I can have that one day like totally just for myself. And so I'm working just 16 hours a week instead of 20 hours, which is, if you think about it, it's a lot. Sayang, diba? Pero I just really can't take it anymore. Like, but yeah, life is good nevertheless. Yun lang, hirap lang din kapag nagkakasakit ka abroad because you don't have anybody else to take care of you. Call your parents, call your brothers, sisters, your friends at home, and try to think positive. Think that everything will be okay. Sounds like I'm talking to myself. But yeah, I mean, at times like this, I just try to talk to my mom and, you know, my friends. Yeah, things will get better. I mean, it happens, especially if you're living in a really cold country. Things like this happen, so you have to be ready. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good weekend or have a good weekday. Have a good night, have a good morning, whatever you are. Yeah, this is Glaire, and I hope to see you guys on my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, that's it. Thank you, bye. Mwah.